हरे कृष्णा। आप सभी लोगों का बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। वेलकम टू माय चैनल। ये दास आप सभी संतों को, भक्तों को, प्रभु लोगों को, आपको मेरे प्रियजनों, भक्तजनों, मेरे पागलों, आपको आपके चरणों में नाक रगड़ कर ये दास प्रणाम करता है। सबको हरे कृष्णा, दंडवत प्रणाम प्रभु जी, दंडवत प्रणाम। आज मैं थोड़ा सा जैसे कि अभी हमारे पीछे शील भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर का अपीयरेंस डे गया था, तो मैंने जैसे कि प्रॉमिस किया था मैं उनका जरूर ग्लोरिफिकेशन गा के बताऊंगा। और मैं नहीं बताऊंगा, ये प्रभुपाद की आवाज में है, मैं सिर्फ प्रयास करूंगा, उसी को दोबारा रिसाइट करूंगा, नथिंग एल्स। और क्षमा प्रार्थी हूँ आज हिंदी व्यूअर्स, मेरे हिंदी दर्शकों के लिए ये इंग्लिश में होगा, बट डोंट वरी माय डियर प्रभु लोगों, माय प्रभु जी, माय प्रियजनों। ये जो है कल या परसों में एक हिंदी की वीडियो भी मैं भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी ठाकुर महाराज की वीडियो में डालूंगा। शील भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी के ग्लोरिफिकेशन में हिंदी वाली भी डालूंगा मैं कल या परसों में। मैं आपको वचन देता हूँ, आई प्रॉमिस। तो आज मैं थोड़ा सा ये बताऊंगा। देखिए, जहाँ जहाँ आई वुड बी वेरी केयरफुल, जहाँ मैं गुरु महाराज कहूँगा आप समझ जाइएगा कि जब इसमें जिक्र आएगा, व्हेन वेयर इट विल बी रिटन आई विल रिसाइट गुरु महाराज, कि मैं नहीं कह रहा हूँ, प्रभुपाद कह रहे हैं। प्रभुपाद ही बोलेंगे, मैं नहीं बोलूँगा, मैं उनका लिखा ही पढ़ रहा हूँ। और वो उन्होंने गोस्वामी जो हमारे हैं, ये शील भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी ठाकुर महाराज की ग्लोरिफिकेशन की है, तो मैं उसकी ग्लोरिफिकेशन करने जा रहा हूँ शील प्रभुपाद के शब्दों में। तो जहां भी आप ये गुरु महाराज वर्ड आए, आई वुड बी केयरफुल, आई विल ऑलवेज टेल यू दैट प्रभुपाद सेड दिस, प्रभुपाद ने ये कहा है। अगर मैं नहीं कह पाया तो समझ जाइए जो गुरु महाराज लिखा है, प्रभुपाद अपने गुरु महाराज यानी कि शील भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर को बोल रहे हैं। और जहां बीच में ये आएगा दिस कंट्री, तो समझ जाइए शील प्रभुपाद अमेरिका की बात कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि वो उस टाइम अमेरिका गए थे अंग्रेजों को जगाने अपने गुरु महाराज के इंस्ट्रक्शंस पर। तो आइए विदाउट एनी डिले मैं शुरू करता हूँ। जैसे कि एक और बात बताना चाहूँगा, जैसे शील प्रभुपाद हमारे जो वैष्णविज्म में, वैष्णव कल्चर में, हरे कृष्णा के कल्चर में, इस्कॉन में, सोसाइटी में जो हमारे दादा गुरु हुए, क्योंकि जो उनके लाखों आगे डिसाइपल्स हैं, लाखों उनके जो शिष्य हैं, जैसे कि परम पूज्य गोपाल कृष्ण गोस्वामी महाराज, परम पूज्य जय पताका महाराज, ऐसे कितने ही लाखों हैं, वो लोगों को गुरु बनाया जाता है। और वो किसको फॉलो कर रहे हैं? वो शील प्रभुपाद यानी कि स्वामी अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी शील प्रभुपाद को फॉलो कर रहे हैं। वो दादा गुरु हुए, तो दादा के भी ये कौन हुए? जो उनके गुरु थे वो हमारे परदादा गुरु हुए, वो हुए शील भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर या सरस्वती गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद भी कहते हैं, वो हमारे परदादा हुए। अगर उससे भी ऊपर जाएंगे, जो उनके गुरु थे वो उनके फादर थे शील भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर। तो आइए विदाउट एनी डिलेइंग, क्योंकि मैं ये मेरे को बहुत खुशी हो रही है हरे कृष्णा का आज ये इस्कॉन वाला ये पढ़ना जा रहा हूँ, तो इसलिए मैं मंगल आरती भी करूँगा और तुलसी महारानी की भी मैं आरती करूँगा, और जो है नरसिंह आरती भी करूँगा, थोड़ा प्रेयर गाऊंगा। फिर हम जो जय राधा माधव वाली आरती बोल के विदाउट एनी डिलेइंग वी वुड स्टार्ट दिस थिंग है। तो अभी हम शुरू करते हैं। तो लेट्स स्टार्ट। संसार दावा नल नील लोका त्रणाय कारुण्य घना घन त्वं प्राप्तस्य कल्याण गुणार्णवशे वंदे गुरो श्री चरणारविंदम। महाप्रभु कीर्तन नृत्य गीत वादित्र मादन मनसोर सेन रोमांच कंपाश्रु तरंग भाजो वंदे गुरो श्री चरणारविंदम। श्री विग्रहाराधन नित्य नाना सिंगारतन मन्दिरमार्जनादौ युक्तस्य भक्तांस नियुञ्जतोऽपि वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणारविन्दम् चतुर्विधा श्रीभगवत् प्रसाद स्वाद्वन् तृप्तान् हरिभक्त संघान् कृतवेव तृप्तिम् भजत सदैव वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणारविन्दम् श्रीराधिका माधवयौरपा माधुर्यलीला गुणरूप नाम्नां प्रदीक्षणस्वादनलोलुपस्य वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणारविन्दम् निकुञ्जोऽनुरतिकेलिसिद्ध्यै यायालिभिर्युक्तिराप्तिशन्या तत्रादिदक्ष्यादतिवल्लभस्य वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणारविन्दम् निकुञ्जोऽनुरतिकेलिसिद्ध्यै यायालिभिर्युक्तिराप्तिशन्या तत्रादिदक्ष्यादतिवल्लभस्य वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणारविन्दम् साक्षाद्धरित्वेन समस्तशास्त्रे उपसता भाव्यतेव सद्भिः किन्तु प्रभुर्यः प्रियेव तस्य वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणारविन्दम् यस्य प्रसादात् भगवत् प्रसादो यस्य प्रसादान्न गति कुतोऽपि ध्यायन्तु सन्तस्य शस्त्रिसन्ध्यं वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणारविन्दम्। अब मैं नरसिंह आरती गाऊंगा थोड़ी सी। नमस्ते नरसिंहाय प्रहलादिलाद दायिने हिरण्य काशीपुरेत्स शिलाटंक नखालये इतो नरसिंहा पर तो नरसिंहो यतो यतो यामि ततो नरसिंहो बहर नरसिंहो हृदये नरसिंहो नरसिंहादि शरणं प्रपदे तव कर कमल वरे नखम अद्भुत श्रृंगम गलित हिरण्यकश्यपु तनुभृंगम केशवधृत नरहरि रूप जय जगदीश हरे जयो नरसिंह देव नरसिंह देव नरसिंह देव जयो नरसिंह देव जयो प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जयो प्रहलाद महाराज जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय श्रील प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव। अब आपको हम तुलसी आरती सुनाएंगे, थोड़ी सी है, ये भी छोटी सी है। वृंदाय तुलसी दिव्य प्रियाय केशवस्य च कृष्ण भक्ति प्रदे देवी सत्यवते नमो नमः नमो नमः तुलसी कृष्ण प्रेयसी राधा कृष्ण सेवा पावहि अभिलाषी ये तुम्हारा शरण लय तार वांछा पूर्ण है कृपा करी कर तारे वृंदावन वासी मोर ही अभिलाष विलास कुंजे दियो निवास नैने हेरिबो सदा युगल रूप राशि यही निवेदन धड़ सुखीर अनुगत कर सेवाधिकार दिए करनी दासी दीन कृष्ण दासे कहे येन मोर है श्री राधा गोविंद प्रेमे सदा येन वासी यानि कानि च पापिनी ब्रह्मत्यादिकानि च तानि तानि प्रणश्यन्ति प्रदक्षिणे पदे पदे। अब थोड़ी सी गुरु आरती हो जाए। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यो मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदामह्यं ददाति शब्दान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहित कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान् सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च नमो विष्णुपदाय किष्पिष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमती भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनीति नामनि मस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिय। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। तो आइए अभी 2 या 5 मिनट की ये लास्ट आरती करके आई विल स्टार्ट ऑन विद हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस शील भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर गोस्वामी महाराज जी का ग्लोरिफिकेशन बाय हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस एसी भक्तिवेदांत श्रील प्रभुपाद। जैसा कि गुरु महाराज हैं शील प्रभुपाद, उन्हीं के वचनों में मैं आपको पढ़ के सुनाऊंगा कि शील प्रभुपाद ने उनका कैसे ग्लोरिफिकेशन किया था। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गुरुवर गिरिवर धारी। यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन, यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन। यमुना तीर बनचारी, जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवर धारी, यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन, यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन। यमुना तीर बनचारी, जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। जयो राधा श्याम सुंदर राधा श्याम सुंदर राधे, जयो राधा माधव राधे। जयो राधा श्याम सुंदर राधे, जयो राधा श्याम सुंदर राधे। जयो कृष्ण बलराम जय जय कृष्ण बलराम। जयो गौरंगा निताय नित्याई गौरंगा, जयो गौरंगा निताय। जयो कृष्ण बलराम जय जय कृष्ण बलराम जय जय कृष्ण बलराम। जय जय गौरा निताय नित्याई गौरंगा शिशि गौरा निताय। जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद, जय जय शील प्रभुपाद। जय शील भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर, भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर, भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर। शील भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर जय जय भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य स्तोत्र श्री श्रीमद कृष्ण कृपा श्री मूर्ति भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रपाद की जय। इस्कॉन बीबीटी संस्थापकाचार्य भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रपाद की जय। नामाचार्य शील हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। नामाचार्य शील हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर श्री श्रीमद कृष्ण कृपा मूर्ति श्रील भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर प्रभुपाद की जय। गंगा माई की जय। यमुना माई की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण राधा कुंड साम कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। जय जय श्री राधा कृष्ण जय जय श्री राधा कृष्ण राधा कुंड साम कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। जय नवदीप मायापुर धाम की जय। वृंदावन मथुरा धाम की जय। शील पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय। गंगा माई की जय। यमुना माई की जय। तुलसी देवी की जय। भक्ति देवी की जय। हरि नाम संकीर्तन की जय। गौर प्रेमानंदी हरि हरि बोल। आप सब भक्तों की जय। संवेद भक्त रिंद की जय। संवेद भक्त रिंद की जय। ऑल ग्लोरीज टू यू। आप सभी को ऑल ग्लोरीज और ऑल ग्लोरीज टू श्रील प्रभुपाद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। तो चलिए आइए आज का जो है वीडियो लेक्चर जो है कि है ग्लोरीज शुरू करते हैं। किसकी? शील भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर गोस्वामी महाराज की। जैसे कि प्रभुपाद ने अपने वचनों में कहा, आज मैं इंग्लिश में जैसे कि हमने बताया, आज हम आपको इंग्लिश में बताएंगे। कल परसों में मैं ये ग्लोरीज हिंदी में बताऊंगा। तो प्रभुपाद क्या कहते हैं यहाँ? प्रभुपाद जो है अमेरिका में डिसाइपल्स को, इंग्लिशमैन को, अंग्रेजों को, गोरों को बता रहे हैं। तो मैं उन्हीं के वचनों में आपको पढ़ के सुनाता हूँ वो क्या कहते हैं। कहते हैं कि मीन्स ए ब्रॉडर हार्ट, दे आर नॉट सेटिस्फाइड सिंपली बाय हिज पर्सनल कंफर्ट। ये शील प्रभुपाद बता रहे हैं, जबकि ये शील भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी के प्रभुपाद के अपीयरेंस डे पर इन्होंने ये लेक्चर किया था, तो उनकी ग्लोरिफिकेशन बता रहे हैं। तो शील प्रभुपाद हैं स्वामी अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी शील प्रभुपाद कहते हैं, इन पॉलिटिकल हिस्ट्री ऑल्सो यू विल फाइंड सो मेनी ग्रेट लीडर्स, दे सैक्रिफाइस देयर ओन कंफर्ट्स इन योर कंट्री, माने कि अमेरिका। In your country there was George Washington, he sacrificed so many. There were other political leaders in every country, in every political field. Similarly, social field also, even the political leaders, the Marx, he was also compassionate by seeing the terrible condition of the Russian peasants. So he started that communist movement. That is the way great men, they work for the general mass of the people. They are not, that is their greatness. So Prabhupada यहाँ पर he is telling that great men, they work for the general mass of the people. They are not, that is their greatness. So Advait Prabhu, when he found that people are simply engaged in eating, sleeping, and they have no concern with Krishna, and their life is being spoiled, so he wanted to start this Krishna consciousness movement. इसमें आपको सिर्फ ग्लोरिफिकेशन नहीं, आपको कृष्णा कॉन्शियसनेस मूवमेंट और चेतना सुधरने के बारे में, कॉन्शियस, हाउ टू वेकन योर कॉन्शियसनेस, व्हाट हैपेंड विद दिस मूवमेंट, पहले इसका कैसे मजाक बनाया जाता था, आगे चैतन्य महाप्रभु कैसे भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर के ये बेटे हुए, आगे कैसे शुरू हुआ, काफी कुछ आपको इनमें चीजें पता चलेगी जो कि गुरु महाराज ने इनका ग्लोरिफिकेशन गा के बताया। सो प्लीज ट्राई योर बेस्ट टू लिसन केयरफुली। तो ये बता रहे हैं कि ये आगे, सो ही वांटेड टू स्टार्ट दिस कृष्णा कॉन्शियसनेस मूवमेंट। कौन? अद्वैत प्रभु। जब उन्होंने देखा कि लोग तो खाने सोने में ही लगे हैं, say about 600 years ago, but he considered himself as unable to take up this movement seriously because the condition of the people was so wretched. He thought that if Krishna himself comes, then it can be done. Otherwise, it is not possible. So Advait Prabhu called Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hari Bol, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai. By his call he appeared. Krishna appeared. Hari Bol. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was almost like grandson of Advait Prabhu. But when he was young man, a very beautiful youth. So at that time nobody knew. But Advait Prabhu knew that he is Krishna. He has come. So he was simply sometimes devotees pretend to be not in knowledge. So he was praying, Krishna, this boy is very nice. If he takes up this Krishna consciousness movement, then it will be very successful. He is very intelligent, beautiful. In this way, there was Chaitanya's Mahaprabhu time. This Krishna consciousness movement was going nicely, very nicely. And after him, there was 6 Goswamis. They also managed. Then, as it is the rule of this material world that you start something very good, but in due course of time the things deteriorate. So this Vaishnava Krishna consciousness movement also deteriorated in due course of time. Say after the disappearance of the Goswamins, after 250 years, about 250 years after, the things became most ridiculous. The so-called devotees, their representatives, still are continuing. They are called Prakriti Sahajya. Prakriti Sahajya means taking things very easily. They thought that Radha Krishna is just like a boy and girl's lusty affairs. And in this way they took it that sex life as a religion. Even Vivekananda, he also criticized Vaishnavism is sex religion. So the things deteriorated in such a way that, and similarly as Advaita Prabhu was afflicted, similarly Bhakti Vinod Thakur, he was at the time a householder. He was at that time a householder, government officer and magistrate. He felt very much, oh, Lord Chaitanya's movement is so, people, as soon as one will see that he belongs to the Chaitanya Sampradaya, he will deride. Oh, these are all rascals simply taking some sex pleasure, that's all. ऐसा सोचते थे पहले लोग वैष्णविज्म के बारे में. There were 13 pseudo Vaishnavas, 13 sects. Aula, Baula, Kartabhaj, Neda, Daravesha, Sani, Sahajya, Sakhi Bheki, Sani community. You have heard that in London there is a Sani community. Sani Hindu Center. You have heard from Mukunda. प्रभुपाद अपने डिसाइपल के बारे में बता रही हैं मुकुंदा कि उसने आपको बताया होगा सैनी कम्युनिटी का. ही इज टेलिंग द सैनी इज देयर स्टिल. So there are 13 pseudo pretenders belonging to the Chaitanya Sampradaya. They are called first Aula, Baula, Kartabhaja, Neda, Darvesha, Saini, Sakhi Beki, Gauranga Nagari, Chudadhari, Ativadi and Smartha, Jat Goswani. Like that 13. So if I describe these 13, it will take 13 hours. मैं नहीं बोल रहा हूँ, मैं प्रभुपाद के वचन पढ़ रहा हूँ. प्रभुपाद कह रहे हैं if I will describe these 13, it will take me 13 hours. So यहाँ पर जहाँ आपको गुरु महाराज नाम आएगा, बी केयरफुल कि वो अपने गुरु महाराज यानी कि हमारे जो गुरु के गुरु, जो गुरु के भी गुरु, जो शील भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर गोस्वामी महाराज की बात कर रहे हैं. मैं आपको बता दूंगा, ये मैं ना बता पाऊँ क्योंकि दो चार जगह मेंशन किया होगा गुरु महाराज, तो आप समझ जाइएगा कि प्रभुपाद ने इनका ग्लोरिफिकेशन गाया है और वो अपने गुरु महाराज के बारे में बता रहे हैं. तो प्रभुपाद कहते हैं भी अगर मैं ये 13 को डिस्क्राइब करने लगूंगा तो मुझे 13 घंटे लगेंगे, 13 hours. So I don't describe all them, but one or two must be described. The most important is the Jata Goswami, Jati Goswami. They created a caste of Goswamis, just like they created a caste of Brahmanas, a caste of Goswamis. So this Goswami will come by hereditary birth, just like Brahman. So Bhakti Vinod Thakur was very sorry to see the condition of the society. So these Goswamis, the original history of Goswami is the six Goswami. Now out of the six Goswami, none of them were priestly class. So far, Rup Goswami and Sanatan Goswami, they were great politicians, prime minister, a finance minister in the government of Nawab Hussain Shah. So and similarly Raghunath Das Goswami, he was a big Jamindar. His father is Jamindar, means landholder. During British period, no, at that time not British period, Mohammedan period, they distributed land among some. मोहम्मदन पीरियड मतलब जो है मुगलों का जब राज था, मुगलों के बाद जिन्होंने 1200 राज मुगलों ने किया, 1200 साल, और फिर उसके 200 साल अंग्रेज यानी कि ब्रिटिश पीरियड था. तो इन हियर दे आर टॉकिंग अबाउट मोहम्मदन पीरियड. तो मोहम्मदन पीरियड दे डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड लैंड अमंग सम. आई थिंक इन द वेस्टर्न कंट्रीज द बर्जोसी बर्गविस, the burgvis they call burgvis, or in England the landholders, what they are called. तो तमाल कृष्णा बताते हैं कि देयर इज अ वर्ड फॉर इट. तमाल कृष्णा बहुत ही सबसे बढ़िया, ये जो है बढ़िया तो नहीं, सारे डिसाइपल बढ़िया हैं, पर तमाल कृष्ण को राइट हैंड कहा जाता था प्रभुपाद का. तो तमाल कृष्ण महाराज ही सेज इन दिस दैट देयर इज अ वर्ड फॉर इट. Prabhupada, now Prabhupada is speaking. Yes. So Jamindar, landholder. So he belonged to a very big land. His father and uncle, two brothers. So he was the only son. So naturally he was to inherit the whole property, and at that time it was $1,200 income. Just see how much he was rich man. When he used to see Mahaprabhu or Nityananda in his youthhood, when he was 18 years, 20 years age, he was almost of the contemporary of Lord Chaitanya. He used to distribute gold to the Brahmanas and Vaishnavas. Gold, so much gold. He used to distribute. He was rich man, so he was doing like rich man. So that is the history of Raghunath Das Goswami. That is the history of Sanatan Goswami. None of them were belonging to the Vaishnav sect or nothing. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu turned them. This Sanatan Goswami and Rup Goswami were rejected from the Brahman community, because at that time the Brahman society was so strict. If somebody takes service of a Musalman or anyone, oh, he is immediately exterminated. Oh, you cannot be accepted as a pure Brahman, Kshatriya according to Vedic system. The Brahmana, Kshatriya and Vaishya, they will not accept any service. Even it is worth 2 lakh worth dollars or 200,000 worth dollars. Then that is degradation. only the Shudras can accept. That was the Vedic system. To accept another service was so abominable. In the Bhagavata also it is stated that if the Brahmanas, Kshatriya and Vaishya, especially the Brahmans, they have no livelihood, they can adopt the business of Kshatriya and Vaishya, but never accept the occupation of these dog Shudra. That is stated. You see, so to accept service of others was so abominable even 500 years ago. So this Sanatan Goswami and Rup Goswami, they were also belong to very rich family. But because they accepted ministership in the government of a Mohammedan, they were rejected. They were exterminated from the society. He will never be invited. Nobody will offer his daughter to their family because according to Vedic system, daughters and sons are not loitering in the street. The father and mother must engage. So if one is exterminated, oh, it is very difficult to get his daughter married. Nobody will accept. That was their condition. Actually, they also became hopelessness. They became almost Mohammedan. They changed their name, the Bir Khas. This is Mohammedan name, and Sakar Malik. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu made them Goswami. This Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Haridas Thakur, he belonged to the Mohammedan community. He was made Namacharya, the principal Acharya of this chanting Hare Krishna. Which mantra? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. That is the revolutionary method of Chaitanya. Therefore, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not liked by the hereditary Brahmanas. They dislike. Whenever there is a Chaitanya movement, they pose another counter. This Ramakrishna is a contraction of Chaitanya because Chaitanya, the Vaishnav Sampradaya, accept Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as incarnation of God. So they presented this Gadadhar Chatterjee as incarnation of Krishna and by worshipping Kali, you see. So this competition is since a very long time between the Vaishnav and the other sect. Anyway, when these Goswamis, my point is that originally the Goswamis came from ordinary person. There is no caste, but they manufactured a caste of Goswami, you see. This Brahman class, the hereditary Brahman class played so many havocs in the history of India. The Pakistan is also due to this hereditary Brahmanism. You see, they hated so much the Mohammedans and the Shudras. And then when the Shudras they became Mohammedans, they hated the Mohammedans. And gradually it developed that so-called Shudras and Mohammedans, politically the Britishers took advantage, agitated them, they cut up India into Pakistan and Hindustan. So there are many histories. So it is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he accepted everyone to this movement. So my Guru Maharaj's contribution is that he defeated this caste Goswami. So remember me, I told you that this Guru Maharaj here means Srila Prabhupada is talking about his Guru Maharaj, Srila, which is Srila BhaktiSiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Goswami Maharaj. So he's saying, so my Guru Maharaj's contribution is that he defeated these caste Goswami. He defeated these Brahmanism. He created that the same way as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did that, as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said. Kiba Shudra Kiba Vipra न्यासी के निर्णय यही कृष्ण तत्ववेता सही गुरु होए. तो ये शील प्रपात कोट कर रहे हैं चैतन्य महाप्रभु का, जो कि चैतन्य चरितामृत मध्य लीला में लिखा गया है. 8th चैप्टर का 128वां श्लोक है ये, 8वें अध्याय का 128वां श्लोक. इसका मतलब है, वेदर वन इज अ ब्राह्मण, अ सन्यासी और अ शूद्र, regardless of what he is, he can become a spiritual master if he knows the science of Krishna. Hari Bol. So there is no consideration whether a man is sannyasi, a Brahman, or a Shudra, or a this, or a Grihastha, householder, or this and that. No, anyone who knows the science of Krishna, he is alright. He is Goswami. He is Brahman. That is the contribution, say within 100 years. That is the contribution. And for this reason, he had to face so many vehement protests from this Brahman class Goswamis. They conspired to kill him. कौन किसको मारना चाहते थे? शील प्रपात बता रहे हैं, शील भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर गोस्वामी को, उन्हें लायन गुरु भी कहा जाता है। वो किसी से नहीं, भक्त किसी से नहीं डरता। भक्त जैसे हमने बताया था, उसका जन्म उत्सव और मृत्यु महोत्सव, जन्म भी यहाँ पर जो है भगवान के गुणगान में चला जाता है, वो उत्सव हो गया। और फिर जो मृत्यु उपरांत भी, मृत्यु पश्चात भी, दैट इज अ ग्रैंड फेस्टिवल लाइक अ उत्सव। तो दे कंस्पायर टू किल हिम। किसको मारने की कोशिश की जाती थी? भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद को। गुरु महाराज टोल्ड मी पर्सनली, कौन? श्री प्रभुपाद बता रहे हैं कि उनके गुरु महाराज ने उन्हें पर्सनली बताया था। Because by his grace, when I used to meet alone, he used to talk so many things. He was so kind that he used to talk so many things with me. So he personally told me that these people, they wanted to kill me. They collected 25,000 rupee and went to the police officer in charge of that area. You take this 25,000 rupees. We shall do something against Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati. You don't take any step. He could understand that they want to kill him. Just like in your country also, the politics, Kennedy was killed, he wanted to kill. So the police officer frankly said, of course we accept bribe and we indulge in such things, but not for a sadhu, not for a saintly person. I cannot dare this. And the police officer refused and came to my Guru Maharaj that you take care. This is the position you see. So vehemently protested. So his method of preaching is just strictly according to the rules and regulations of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was called by Advait Prabhu. Similarly, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, when he saw this condition of pseudo Vaishnav all over the country, he also prayed to Lord Chaitanya that you kindly send somebody from your personal staff so that I can start this movement. You see? So by the grace of Lord Chaitanya, as we pray, Shri Gaura Karuna Sakti Vigraha Namo Stute Gaura, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you, the personified energy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy, who delivers devotional service enriched with conjugal love of Sri Sri Radha and Krishna, coming exactly in the line of revelation of Srila Rupa Goswami. He is mercy representation of Lord Chaitanya, and he appeared as the son of this Bhakti Vinod Thakur. At that time he was known as Kedarnath Datta, Kena Datta, and he appeared in 1867 as the child of Bhakti Vinod Thakur, and the house is still preserved in Jagannath Puri. At that time, Jagannath Puri, he was magistrate in Jagannath Puri, and he was the system in the Jagannath Puri, the manager, the official manager is the district magistrate. So he was district magistrate. And in February 1867, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur appeared. कौन थे डिस्ट्रिक्ट मैजिस्ट्रेट? श्री भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर. और उनके बेटे कब अपीयर्ड हुए? इन फरवरी 1867 भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर appeared. And when he appeared, this what is called the intestine, तो umbilical cord, cord what is this called? Umbilical, embryo cord, यानी कि ये बता रहे हैं जो umbilical cord होती है ना, जो नाभि से cord होती है, उनके जनेऊ की तरह थी, ऐसे करके वो born, he was a born ब्राह्मण। तो वो जो यहाँ से काटते हैं ना, जहाँ नाभि एब्डोमेन बना रहता है, embryo cord, that embryo cord was like this, yes, that means Brahman from the beginning, you see। So when he was a child, जनेऊ की तरह, तो when he was a child, he appeared in February, then when the Rath Yatra takes place in July, so February, March, April, May, June, July, so when he was 6 months old, in July, the Rath Yatra festival was held. And by chance, the big cart stopped in front of the house. That is generally in the Jagannath car stops. Just like our car also stops somewhere and you have some difficulty to push it again. That's nice. That also happens in Jagannath Puri. It was stopped and some people were, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to push with his head. So that was wonderful. So anyway, the cart stopped, and mother of our Guru Maharaj, the child Guru Maharaj, so she took the opportunity, and because she was manager's wife, so everyone respected with the child. So she put the child on the leg of Jagannath, and as there are so many garlands, one garland immediately fell on the child. अपने आप हार गिर पड़ा। जगन्नाथपुरी की जो अर्चा विग्रह है, वो लेग है, लात में जो है, ये बच्चे थे जब शील भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद महाराज, ये इनके ऊपर वो हार अपने आप गिर पड़ा। तो automatically, yes, automatically, so in this way Bhakti Vinod Thakur could understand that this child is not ordinary child, and he knew that I prayed to Gaur Sundara to send me somebody, so this boy, this child is sent by him, so he took care of him very carefully। Hari Bol, जय गौर हरि, नित्य गौर हरि बोल, नित्य गौरंगा की जय, जगन्नाथपुरी की जय। So I prayed to God Sundar to send me somebody. So this boy, this child is sent by him. So he took care of him very carefully. And in this way his name was Bimla Prasad. Bimla Prasad Datta. So when he was 3 years or 4 years old, he took one mango from the DT room and ate it. So Bhakti Vinod Thakur said, "Oh, you have done a great wrong thing. You have taken the mango of the deity before offering him." उन्होंने भोग लगाए बिना प्रसाद पा लिया आम का, मैंगो का। It is a great offense. The child took it very seriously, and my Guru Maharaj never took mango throughout his whole life. Whenever mango was offered, he would say, "Oh, I am an offender. I cannot take that." You see? So there was a big meeting in Midnapur district. When he was young man, he was holding meeting. He was a great astrologer, and he opened an astrological school when he was young man, and there are many big students still practicing. They are all students of my Guru Maharaj. And there was a meeting in Midnapur district. मैंने बताया था ना, I told you that this Guru Maharaj means Srila BhaktiSiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and who is all telling this? This is told by, this is all glorification, this is told by Srila Prabhupada, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, and I am just reciting this glorification for you, and it is in the words of Srila Prabhupada Swami Maharaj himself. So, and there was a meeting in Midnapur district. They are all students of my Guru Maharaj. The subject matter was Brahmanas and Vaishnavas. So in that meeting, Bhakti Vinod Thakur was invited. At that time, he was not very in healthy condition, indisposed. So he asked Saraswati Thakur that you go and speak there. So he spoke the distinction between Brahmanas and Vaishnavas, and he defeated so many learned Pandits. Then the whole audience began to touch his lotus feet. शील भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। जय वैष्णव ठाकुर, जय वैष्णव ठाकुर। तो आगे बताते हैं, टच हिज लोटस फीट एंड टच विद वाटर एंड ड्रिंक इट इन दिस वे व्हेन ही वाज यंग मैन। दैट बुक इज आल्सो अवेलेबल इन Bengali, Brahmana, Vaishnava. Then after disappearance of Bhakti Vinod Thakur in 1914, Bhakti Vinod Thakur organized this Krishna Chaitanya's movement in pure form from Mayapur. He published many books and papers like Sajna Tusani. When he passed away in 1914, at that time he entrusted the matter to Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, that I am going, my work unfinished about this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement. You take charge of it. So he took very seriously the word of Bhakti Vinod Thakur. So since 1914 to 18, he was simply thinking that how I can expand this movement. Reborn. So in 1918, he started this movement with the help of some disciples. Krishna sent him. So one of the disciples, he is now Tirath Maharaj. Perhaps he is. He belonged to Ramakrishna Mission Society. So he is very ambitious. So he took the opportunity of starting this movement, finding out the saintly person. So apart from the point of view, with his help, this Gaudiya mission was started and gradually it developed. So in Calcutta, Guru Maharaj started in 1918. And I think in 1922, when I was young man, कौन? श्रील प्रभुपाद, इसी भक्ति वेदांत अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद. When he was young man, one of my friends, he took me to Guru Maharaj. That was my first meeting. And of course, he was speaking to everyone, but he found me as something. So immediately after my meeting, he said this, that why don't you preach this Chaitanya's cult in the Western countries? That is a memorable day. प्रभुपाद कह रहे हैं दैट इज अ मेमोरेबल डे, जब उनके गुरु महाराज ने उन्हें स्टार्टिंग में मिलकर बताया कि व्हाई डोंट यू प्रीच दिस चैतन्यस कल्ट इन द वेस्टर्न कंट्रीज. ऑफ कोर्स आई डिड नॉट नो दैट आई विल हैव टू डू इट. यू सी इट इज, क्योंकि प्रभुपाद इस वक्त ये अमेरिकन को ही बता रहे हैं, तो वो कह रहे हैं कि देखा मेरे महाराज गुरु महाराज ने मुझको कहा था और मेरे को तब इतना सीरियसली मैंने लिया नहीं, और आज देख लो तुमको ही उनका ग्लोरिफिकेशन गा के बता रहा हूँ. तो प्रभुपाद आगे बताते हैं, वॉट एवर यू डू नॉट अंडरस्टैंड यू विल आस्क लेटर ऑन, नॉट इन द मिडल. प्रभुपाद कह रहे हैं जब मैं बीच में चर्चा कर रहा हूँ कोई उठ के बोले नहीं, जब पूरी चर्चा खत्म हो जाएगी देन वॉट एवर योर क्वेश्चंस इज, आप मुझको प्रश्न पूछ सकते हैं. तो I could not understand that time. I talked with him in so many ways. Who will hear your Chaitanya's message? We are dependent country. At that time, I was Gandhi's devotee. Prabhupada बता रहे हैं, at that time I was Gandhi's devotee. In 1920, I gave up my educational career and joined this Congress movement, because Gandhi's program was to boycott the university education and the British law court. So we took this opportunity and gave up education. You see. So then Dr. Bose, he was my father's friend. So he asked what this Abhay is doing. So my sister told him, oh, he has appeared in the BA examination, but he is not doing anything. So Dr. Bose was my father's friend. So he appointed me the manager of his laboratory. I did not know anything. Still he appointed me. So that was in 1921. In 1920 I gave up my education. Of course I was married in 1918 and I got my first child in 1921. So in 1922, when I saw my Guru Maharaj and when I was convinced about his argument and mode of presentation, I was so much struck with wonder. I could understand that here is the proper person who can give real religious idea. That I appreciated at that time. And at that time, I thought this great personality is asking me to preach. I would have immediately joined, but now I am married. It will be injustice. Of course, I thought like that in that way. Of course, Guru Maharaj did not say anything that you give up your family life. No, never said. He simply gave the idea. So I thought it would have been better if I was not married. Anyway, then 1923 I left Calcutta on my business and I established my headquarter at Allahabad. So all the days I was thinking of this. Oh, I saw a very nice saintly person, but I am now off from Calcutta. So I was thinking like that. Practically he initiated me because I thinking of always. Then in 1928 there was a big fair which is called Kumbh Mela. At that time I was doing business in Allahabad. My business was very flourishing. It is well known drug shop. ड्रग मीन्स लाइक फार्मेसी मेडिसिन शॉप प्रपाद लिए थे इलाहाबाद में 1928 में तो सो द पर्सन्स हु वेंट टू ऑर्गेनाइज अ गौड़िया मठ camp in that fair somebody has told that here is a Bengali gentleman's business, you can go and he is very religious man, he will help. So all the disciples of Guru Maharaj, they approached my shop, my store, drug store. सब प्रभुपाद के पास दे अराइव पहुंच गए and I was because I was thinking of them, so I thought, oh, here is the man. You see, I was very glad. Say they have come again because I was separated from them in 1923 and again I saw them in 1928 after 5 years. And I was thinking of Guru Maharaj simply in this way. Oh, I met a very nice saintly person. Very nice saintly person if I can see him again. Like that. So in this way, with my help, the Allahabad center of Gaudiya Mutt was established. इलाहाबाद में इस तरह गौड़ीय मठ का एस्टेब्लिशमेंट हुआ. हरि बोल. हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. बोलो निताई गौर राधे श्याम, जपो हरे कृष्णा हरे राम. Then I was initiated in 1933. In 1933 and in 1936, I was at that time in Bombay and Guru Maharaj was very much indisposed and he was at Puri, Jagannath Puri. We have got a temple there. Guru Maharaj established 64 temples. किसने? श्रील भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद ने 64 यानी कि 64 टेम्पल्स कहां पर बनाए थे? जगन्नाथ पुरी में इस्टेब्लिश करवाए थे. जस्ट लाइक आई एम इंक्रीजिंग, ही इंक्रीज्ड. सो मोस्ट ऑफ द टेम्पल्स वर इन बंगाल. In Bengal, there were about 50 out of 64, and one temple was at Allahabad, one was in Madras. प्रपात कहते हैं जस्ट लाइक मैं बनवा रहा हूँ, मैं एस्टेब्लिश करवा रहा हूँ श्री कृष्ण की कृपा से, गुरु महाराज की कृपा से, इस तरह मेरे गुरु महाराज भी यानी कि शील भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी प्रपात भी इलाहाबाद में 64 टेम्पल्स एस्टेब्लिश करवाए थे. In this way, outside Bengal, about 341 Benares, and he sent Bon Maharaj also in 1933 to London for preaching. तो सिर्फ शील प्रभुपाद ही नहीं, शील प्रभुपाद बताते हैं कि अकेला मैं नहीं, एक बोन महाराज भी थे, उनके शिष्य, उनके डिसाइपल, जो कि जो शील भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद ने उनको भी भेजा था 1933 में लंदन में फॉर प्रीचिंग. किसको? बोन महाराज को. बट अनफॉर्चुनेटली सम वे और अदर ही कुड नॉट डू एनीथिंग. सो गुरु महाराज कॉल्ड हिम बैक इन 1934. He was not satisfied and sent another god brother, another Goswami. In 1936, just on the 13th December, I wrote him one letter. Not 13, I think by the beginning of December 1936. I wrote one letter to Guru Maharaj. I knew he was little kind upon me. So I wrote that, Guru Maharaj, you have got many disciples. I was also one of them. But they are doing direct service to you. Some of them are brahmacharis, some of them sannyasis, but I am a householder. I cannot. Of course, I was giving sometimes some monetary help, but I could not give any direct service. So I asked him that if there is any particular service I can do for you. So that letter was replied in 13th December, dated 13th December from Puri. And he passed away on the 31st December, just a fortnight before. So the reply was the same, as he wanted me to do this preaching work in 1922, when I first met him, that you try to preach whatever you have learned from me, the English knowing people in English. That will do good to you and to the people whom you shall preach. That is my instruction. तो श्रील प्रभुपाद बताते हैं ये मेरे गुरु महाराज का इंस्ट्रक्शन था. So I took up that, and then he passed away in 1936, 31st December. So I consulted some of my god brothers, senior god brothers. Guru Maharaj also told me like this, what can I do? So you have heard the name of Professor Sanyal, and there were other god brothers. They asked me to write on the Vaishnava Siddhanta in English. So perhaps in 1935 I wrote one poetry. The part of it somebody you have got. He was very pleased. Since then he was insisting me that you write on, preach in English. At that time I was thinking what can I do? So anyway, after his passing away, this Back to Godhead paper was started as late in 1944. I think because the expenditure was 300-400 rupees per month. So somehow or other it has begun. The blessings of BhaktiSiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, as he wanted me, he desired me. So because he desired I'm not very expert or educated or nothing extraordinary, but only thing is that I believed in his word. ये देख रहे हैं संतों की, गुरु लोगों की कितनी ये महानता है, इनकी निम्रता देखिए. और ये कह रहे हैं कि प्रभुपाद कह रहे हैं मैं कुछ भी नहीं और कहीं का भी नहीं और कुछ भी नहीं कर सकता. जस्ट दैट कि मैंने उनके वचनों में अपने गुरु महाराज के बिलीव किया, तो ये सब वही जो है उनकी कृपा है, मेरा कोई प्रयास नहीं. श्रील प्रभुपाद ऐसा बताते हैं. हरि बोल. श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय. श्रील भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर प्रभुपाद की भी जय. You can say that is my qualification. I believed 100% in his word. So whatever success is there, it is just due to my firm faith in his instruction, in my Guru Maharaj's instruction. So I am trying to follow, and by his grace you are helping me. So actually the responsibility will now depend on you. I am also old man. I may pass away at any moment. This movement should go on. You see, this movement started by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then accelerated by Goswamis, and then again Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. And just like whenever there is yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharvata, ग्लानिर यदा यदा ही धर्मस्य ग्लानिर भवति भारत. ये चौथे अध्याय का 7वां श्लोक, भगवद गीता का 4th chapter 7th श्लोक. इसका मतलब है whenever and wherever there is a decline in religious practice, O descendant of Bharat, and a predominant rise of irreligion, and at that time I descend myself. When there is some slowness, either Krishna himself or some representative comes to give it a push. So you should know it, that this movement should be pushed on. This should not be neglected. And I am glad that you are catching the ideas very nicely and try. Simple thing, you chant sincerely and follow the rules and regulations. The rules and regulations are not very strict. They are very simple, but because you are trained in a different way. But I am so pleased and obliged to you that you have adopted. I never expected. When I came first in Boston, I was thinking, oh, who will accept these Vaishnava rules and regulations? These people are after meat, wine, and illicit sex. And how they will accept it? I was in hopelessness. I was hopeless. How they will chant, you see? So, by the grace of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, at least I am hopeful that this movement can be accepted by anyone. It is not so hopeless as I thought. But apart from my calculation, you are realizing this movement should be pushed on, just like great souls always think of the poor souls. Similarly, you should also feel that is the way. Lord Jesus Christ, he also prayed for the sinful persons. So this is very good. If we struggle hard to push this movement, then even you don't get any follower, Krishna will be satisfied. And our business is to satisfy Krishna. That is bhakti. Rishikena Rishikesa Sevanam Bhaktir Uchyate. Chaitanya Charitamrit Madhya Leela 19th chapter 170वां श्लोक 19वां अध्याय का 170वां श्लोक ऋषिकेना ऋषिकेशा सेवनम भक्तिर उच्यति. Bhakti or devotional service means engaging all our senses in the service of the Lord, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the master of all the senses. When the spirit soul renders service unto the Supreme, there are two side effects. One is freed from all material designations, and one's senses are purified simply by being employed in the service of the Lord. Bhakti means one has to engage his all senses for the satisfaction. Material life means sense satisfaction for himself. I like this, I like this, I want to do something, I want to sing something or chant something, eat something, or touch something or taste something. This is something that means using the senses. That is the material life. I want to touch such soft skin. I want to taste such what is called nice food. I want to smell like this. I want to work like this. The same thing, working, tasting, touching, or anything should be utilized for Krishna. That's all. Instead of touching something else, if we touch the sanctified lotus feet of a devotee, that touch will be utilized. Instead of eating nonsense, if we eat Krishna Prasadam, it will be alright. Instead of smelling something else, if we smell the flowers offered to the Krishna, so nothing is stopped. If you want to use your sex life, yes, you can use for producing Krishna consciousness, Krishna conscious children. Nothing is stopped. Simply it is purified. That's all. This is the whole program. There is no question of stop this. Stop cannot be. How it can be stopped? Suppose I am a human being. If somebody says, oh, you cannot eat, is it possible? I may eat, I must eat. So there is no question of stopping. The question is purifying. So, and the other philosophy is to, I mean to say, snub down forcibly. Make it void. Just like they say, just become desireless. They advocate. So how can I be desireless? Desire must be there. But I shall desire for Krishna. So this is very nice process, and even others do not take it very seriously, or they do not come to our philosophy. If you try it, that is our business. Krishna will be satisfied, our acharyas will be satisfied, our predecessors will be satisfied, Guru Maharaj will be satisfied. And yasya prasadat bhagavad prasado, ये श्री गुरु अष्टकम का चौथा श्लोक क्या कहती है, यस्या प्रसादात भगवत प्रसादो, मतलब बाय द मर्सी ऑफ द स्पिरिचुअल मास्टर वन रिसीव्स द बेनेडिक्शन ऑफ कृष्णा. Without the grace of the spiritual master, one cannot make any advancement. Therefore, I should always remember and praise the spiritual master. At least 3 times a day, I should offer my respectful obeisances onto the lotus feet of my spiritual master. If they are satisfied, then your business is finished. You see not that others is satisfied or not. By your chanting, some public is satisfied. No, we are not concerned with that. He may be satisfied or not satisfied. But if I chant in the proper way, then my predecessors, the acharyas, will be satisfied. That is my business finished. If I don't invent in my own way. So I am very glad that Krishna has sent so many nice boys and girls to help me. Be blessed on this auspicious day, and there is nothing mine. I am simply a postal peon. I am delivering to you what I have heard from my Guru Maharaj. Simply you also act in the same way, and you will be happy, and the world will be happy, and Krishna will be happy, and everything will be happy. Srila Prabhupada की जय. हरि बोल. तो यहाँ पर हमारा फिनिश होता है. एक बार और मैं जो है भक्ति सिद्धांत ठाकुर की ग्लोरिफिकेशन में थोड़ा बस यही गाना चाहूंगा थोड़ा सा. जय भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर, शील भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर, भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर, भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर. जय जय वैष्णव ठाकुर, वैष्णव ठाकुर, वैष्णव ठाकुर रमित कुमार कुकुर, वैष्णव ठाकुर, वैष्णव ठाकुर, वैष्णव ठाकुर रमित कुमार कुकुर, वैष्णव ठाकुर. जय वैष्णव ठाकुर, वैष्णव ठाकुर, वैष्णव ठाकुर. जय जय गुरुदेव, गुरुदेव, गुरुदेव. जय जय गुरुदेव. जय गौर हरि बोल. हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. दास सबको सिर झुकाकर नाक रगड़कर दंडवत प्रणाम करता है. थैंक यू फॉर हैविंग सच ए नाइस एसोसिएशन विद मी. आई विल मीट यू इन माय नेक्स्ट अपकमिंग वीडियो which would be in Hindi of this glorification. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.